In this lesson, you are going to learn on how to calculate the number of protons, the number of neutrons, and the number of electrons in atoms and ions. Let us see the example here. It states that calculate the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons present in each of the following atoms and ions. The first one is sodium atom. The second one is carbon-13. Our third one is phosphide ion. Our fourth one is calcium ion. Now let us see the solution. By starting with sodium atom, the number of proton is equal to the atomic number. Now the number of proton is equal to 11. As you see, the atomic number is 11. The number of neutron is equal to mass number minus atomic number, which is 23 minus 11. This brings 12. So we have 12 number of neutrons. For the case of electron, is equal to atomic number minus the charge on the particular space. Here, sodium is neutral, so the charge is 0. Now it is the atomic number, which is 11 minus 0. When you take 11 minus 0, you get 11. Now, the number of electrons in sodium atom is equal to 11. So, the number of protons in sodium is 11, number of neutrons 12, and number of electrons 11. After that, let us see carbon-13. Carbon-13 is one among the isotopes of carbon, whereby we have 3 isotopes: carbon-12, carbon-13, and carbon-14. Here, we're required to deal with carbon-13. Let us see the nuclide notation of carbon-13. From this nuclide notation, the number of proton is equal to atomic number, which is 6. The number of neutron is equal to mass number minus atomic number, which is 13 minus 6. This brings 7. To get the number of electrons is equal to the atomic number minus the charge carried by this substance. Here, as carbon-13 is neutral, the charge is 0. Now, we take 6 minus 0 and you get 6. So, the number of electrons in carbon-13 is 6. Therefore, in carbon-13, there are 6 protons, 7 neutrons, and 6 electrons. After that, let us see a third part. In this, we are required to calculate the number of protons, number of neutrons, and number of electrons in phosphide ion. Now, let us see. By starting with the number of proton, as we have said that number of proton is equal to atomic number, which is 15. Number of neutron is equal to the difference of mass number and atomic number is 31 minus 15. We get 16. To get the number of electrons in phosphide ion, we take, as usual, the atomic number, which is 15, minus the charge on this ion. The charge which is carried by phosphide ion is negative 3. When you take negative times negative, you get positive. Now is equal to 15 plus 3, which is equal to 18. Therefore, there are 18 electrons in phosphide ion, 16 neutrons, and 15 protons. After that, let us see our fourth ion, which is calcium ion. As usual, the number of proton is equal to the atomic number, which is 20. Now, in calcium ion, the number of proton is equal to 20. The number of neutron, as we have done for other atoms and ions, the number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus atomic number. Now it is 40 minus 20, which is 20. The number of electrons in calcium ion, as usual, is equal to atomic number, which is 20, minus the charge on that ion, which is positive 2. So it is 20 minus 2. Here we get 18. So there are 18 electrons in calcium ion, 20 number of neutrons, and 20 number of protons. When you pass across all of these 4 atoms and ions, you may recognize that for neutral atoms, the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. For example, in sodium atom, there are 11 protons and the number of electrons is 11. The same in carbon 13. There are 6 protons and there are 6 electrons. But the situation is different when you are referring to ions. For the negatively charged ions, the number of electrons becomes higher than the number of protons. As here, in phosphide ion, we have 15 protons, but the number of electrons is 18. And in calcium ions, which is cation, as you see it is positively charged, the number of electrons is less than the number of protons, as we have 20 protons, while the number of electrons is 18. So you have to note that. After saying so, this is the end of today's session. I thank you for attending this session. Have a nice moment.